Hello everybody, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. My name is Baer. For now is basically the only one that we can't take out, as I am planning on continuing our pursuit of leveling these guys up a little bit more so we can check out some more of those party combos at the higher levels. But, unfortunately, as a result of the last expedition we made, Fornu is a little worse for wear, so we're probably gonna have to commit him. You know, something I was noticing, I was watching through the introductory cutscene again, which I haven't seen in a while. The caretaker's a little bit of a player, isn't he? He's got that one scene in there with him and the ladies, and he's looking pretty comfortable. I'm just pointing that out, you know. He's not the... Well, okay, we knew he wasn't the highest quality human being, I guess, right out of the gate, right? But he's a little sleazy. Needs to be a little more honorable with his partners, if you know what I'm saying. He needs to get himself checked into the sanitarium, the medical ward, and get checked out for syphilis, if you know what I mean. If you catch my drift. That little subtle nuance I'm throwing at you. Check the Nomad wagon here, too, just in case. I haven't really looked into the very rare and below trinkets that much, and maybe I should. The Holy Orders doesn't look too good. The Tough Ring we've known to be a pretty reliable trinket for a while. The Wounding Helmet does 20% additional damage in melee. That's significant. Okay, all of a sudden the Wounding Helmet is good for the Bounty Hunter. I really should be checking into quite a few more of these, honestly. It's a big advantage that I lose out on a lot. Not just because I forget to equip them. No. That's an entirely different problem. I'm talking about kind of my reliance. I know I have this too. I've got a little bit of a reliance on the trinkets that I have found work the best for me in the past. And I know that it's a bad behavior to fall prey to becoming habitual, you know? Like, and it basically already has. So, why fight it now? Let's keep it rolling. Now, we'll see what we can do here. We need to figure out which of these 5 we're going to be taking out. I think McCalt basically has to be in there, right? Without a proper frontline character, McCalt is the only one that can really fit into position 1. And then it would basically be a choice between... Well, now let's do the guaranteed inclusions again. I think Monsieur Montel has to be involved. Throw him maybe in position 4. Maybe even position 3. Yeah, you know what? That looks okay. Then I think I throw in Jester. And it's gotta be Houndmaster then, right? There's no way we can throw in a Plague Doctor at rank 2. That just doesn't make any sense. So it's gotta be this guy. And that's not a bad position either. I mean, he works out well in this position 2. In fact, that's his preferred position, so that works out splendidly. I'm happy with it. The Fear of Beasts I'm not so keen to. But apart from that, I feel pretty confident about this. This is a decent lineup. It's not even really that crazy, although he does... speak of syphilis! And ye shall find it. Son of a bitch. Alright, is that bad enough to make me not want to bring him out? I think it kind of is. Oh boy, yeah. That's no good. McCalt, you dirty motherfucker. Alright. Throw him in. Throw him in the ward. Do it. Don't look back either. Don't let him guilt you. Oh, this guy's got some nastiness going on too. Might as well fix that. We might as well be here for a minute, right? We might as well sort out these issues that we've been allowing to accrue for a little while here. Tetanus, for example. I probably don't want to allow that to continue. I'll just run rampant in your system, man. You gotta knock that out while you can. And now, what other negative quirks we got up here? We checked into these every once in a while. Let's just make sure nobody down here is really suffering from too much. Yeah, and I don't think they really will be. Fevriel's already committed, obviously. She's got nothing going on. Hyromania experiences religious visions and delusions. Is that worth addressing? Oh, they changed this to below 26. That's kind of cool. That's the smallest change in the world, but it makes more sense, so that's why I'm happy about it. Because the torchlight shifts in significance every 25, so, you know, having that below 25... it's just so insignificant, Baer, it doesn't matter! Just pick your people! You monster! Just make it happen, let's go! Yeah, you know this is a terrible composition, but you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna have a Jester in the front line. Solos for days. No, we gotta put him in position 2. Damn it! It doesn't work at all. And neither does this. Hounds rush up in front. It would be Harry. Harry would be our only option. My god, I have not set myself up well here in stage 4. What about Moncho in the front? We haven't done that in ever. And it might work. It really might. Maybe I should try it. Maybe I shouldn't be so hesitant to do these crazy things, you know? When, if not now, am I going to do this? Occultist in the front line. Probably not going to be healing too much. We'll probably be relying on stuns quite a bit, actually. We will use curses, though. Vulnerability, Hex, and Weakening. Along with the Sacrificial Stab and the Hands from the Abyss. So we're gonna have to really deck this out in favor of him being up front like that. Let's sort first of all by his character class restriction to see whether or not I've got something incredible for this. And the Demon's Cauldron, again, might be that very thing. Stun chance is probably worth it. And then I guess we have to give him some damage too, don't we? If we want him to be actually impacting the fights. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, that works. Next, we need more damage with the Houndmaster, but the Spiked Collar may not be the one we want to go for. Then again, yeah, especially considering the heal receives, probably won't be that impactful. I think I need to bring a ton of food out with these guys. That alone is pretty evident already. And then I've got a... let's try to keep him alive, maybe? How about a Tough Ring? We were just singing its praises a little while ago. That kind of negates the damage gain. In fact, yeah, that really makes this not really worth it. So let's just take this off, replace this with a Legendary Bracer. How about that? That way, yeah, that looks a little better. That speed, again, is probably worth being alarmed about, but... I don't know, I feel like that's probably worth it. And then let's see if we finally got something for our Jester as well. Bloody Dice, the Bright Tambourine, the Dark Tambourine for... Stress resist. I thought that was actually damage. Shoot. Stress heal, bleed skill chance again, not really gonna help us out in this area. He's got nothing, so we gotta go with the legendaries. Or the ancestrals, sorry. Old gaming habits die hard. That's not the name of the 6th Die Hard movie, by the way. That would be a very niche audience for that. I don't think Bruce Willis is willing to go through those loopholes. Let's look at these. Okay, so he's got melee. Almost exclusively, right? So we're not going for anything ranged here. Let's go ahead and give him the Ancestor's Pen. I think that's gonna be pretty beneficial, and then let's give him the extra dodge chance as well, because I gotta make sure he doesn't get completely destroyed immediately. And now, finally, I think this is another instance where we are very well off if we try to abuse the Blight. But unfortunately, I don't have many things that allow me to do that. We do have this, which is pretty darn good. And we had something else. There's the Witch's Vial, which is okay. But I know we had another thing. It might have even been this Diseased Herb. Was the one that allowed us more Blight skill chance. I think they nerfed it. Bums! Alright. Alright, well... I'm looking at this and I feel like it's worth it. We have a lot of stuns on this party. That's the good thing. That will be probably what makes it work. Alright. One last check, because this one's pretty dangerous if I don't do it properly. All we have to do is gather 3 relics, so maybe it'll be easy. Maybe it'll work out okay. Gotta remember to bring that dog treat as well. Oh, big thing before I forget. Let's make sure everybody's leveled up properly. I think they can all level up one more time. Okay, good. Occultist, Houndmaster, Jester, Plague Doctor. I swear to God we'll eventually bring these guys out, but now that I'm going for a very unorthodox composition, I feel like I absolutely need to make sure that everybody's gonna be okay. Alright, good. That is a big improvement, and we should take him into the guild as well, just to be sure. Just to be sure, yep. You see that? These silly little things that I'm always forgetting. But this time I think I got them all. Okay. Okay. Occultist. Houndmaster, Jester, Plague Doctor. Right? Right. When you got it, you got it. Alright, Hound's Rush is available. Target Whistle. Lick Wounds is okay. I might use Guard Dog just to, again, hopefully prevent... Yeah, you know what? The combo of Lick Wounds do Guard Dog, actually. Oh my god, hold on a second. Do we dare go for a Healer Houndmaster? Because if I just self-heal with him all the time and I'm always guarding... Oh, man, and then we can use him as utility for the stun, too. That sounds like fun. We can switch it around if it's not working, too, just in case. You know, this is not something set in stone. from the get-go. I will buy some extra food as well. I mentioned doing that. So there we go. 3 shovels. We'll buy an anti-venom just in case. A few bandages. We've wanted the anti-venoms for when we've run into those little puddles of water, so make do with what we got there. Okay. Good. Oh, we prepared extensively for this, so I really hope it lasts beyond like 2 or 3 rooms, because there's the chance that this could completely collapse in on itself. It's really not very, very reliable of a party composition.
These lost shipments of rarities, that we may prevent them from falling into even less scrupulous hands.
On the plus side, there's the first one. So, you know, just throw all 3 of them on in the first hallway here, and we'll be fine. No, I think it'll be okay. We got to figure out. I got to figure out what the plan is right away, and this is a good opportunity to do it too. This is not the most threatening enemy composition here, so we should be able to deal with this pretty easily. This guy's eldritch too, so it's a chance of getting the kill here.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
That's extraordinarily good. Okay, now we get a good look at how tough our Houndmaster is as well. We gave him that tough ring, of course, so that's going to bode well for the actual usages I want to get out of him. Let's see what our Bane damage is looking like, too. All this is seeming to be pretty good so far. We're getting what we want out of it. We got the big damage early on out of the Occultist to take down one enemy, which was obviously kind of abnormal. We've got the stuns. We've got a good stun chance across the entire team, too. Everybody's going to be able to do basically what they want as far as that's concerned. Targets for bleed here early on as well. Getting this light stacked up should be about 8 damage. Yeah, that's good. He's nearly done. And that'll do it. Okay, so he's ticking off. She's at 4 per turn. She'll be stunned. She's already dead too. Wow, okay, so that was an extremely good start. So now we get to go with a quick battlefield medicine, and then we can even do a little bit of stress healing before this is done.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Unless she wants to get in a quick death before we do that.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Well, that was extremely impressive, I'd have to say. Certainly did not expect to get through that basically untouched. Okay, the barnacle-crusted chest. I've been told a shovel is needed here. Makes easy work of the barnacles. Okay, that makes sense. My initial suspicion was bandages, but, you know, either or.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
I'm not bitter about being wrong. No, far from it. In fact, I encourage being wrong. Because that means I'll eventually be right, because somebody will correct me and make me feel like an idiot. But being an idiot is the first step toward being sort of educated about something. I took that Adventure Timeline from Jake and I flipped it around to apply to other things. That's how most wisdom is shared. Somebody says something profound and then somebody turns it around a little bit and makes it sound a little less cool but still worthy of being put on a motivational poster.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Damn. Okay, the occultist stabs thus far has been very impressive. I did not think he would be that strong. 26 damage off the stab. We've been getting a few eldritch targets, so that's obviously helped a little bit. I don't know if I should be going for a harvest either. I feel like maybe... Oh no, he got moved in to the second spot. How did this happen? Oh, he got knocked back. Okay, I was totally confused by that.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Sorry, I got lost in my own ramblings there, I guess. Did not realize that our entire party composition was kind of scawampus here. Yeah, this is kind of throwing me off a touch, but I think we're going to be fine still. We got a little bit too much stress on the Plague Doctor already, though, so maybe I focus a little more on, Yeah, I tell you what, let's go ahead and bring him to the front. We can hopefully kill this guy now.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That crit is actually really good, too. We probably could have just let him bleed out or something, but, you know, whatever. Self-heal's a good option here. I gotta make sure I'm keeping him in the top tier of his health. 75% health or higher, I'd say, would be a good objective for the Houndmaster perpetually here. I want to keep the option open if I can to allow him to just guard dodge everything.
The ground quakes.
It sure does, doesn't it? This is a pretty intimidating group. And we are already
Remind
completely
yourself
full.
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Hot damn, this is going to be kind of tough to decide upon. So that one doesn't look too great. The haste chalice, I don't think I'll take that. The debuff amulet also is not really looking incredible, so let's go ahead and just dump that off. Take a stack of gold and be on our way. Also, what do we got here? And these two need to swap, right? Did I have him in the second? I think I did, yeah, because that's his preferred position. And that's a buff. Oh, it's a stress relief. Wonderful, okay. Good! This is going really, really well so far. I am very surprised. We have had very little trouble with this composition. Need to pop a couple of torches right now, too. I don't know if I'm ever going to be going back to torchless, to be honest. I feel like maybe I keep getting a little overconfident, and then I bring in something like this without adequately preparing for it. I think the difference this time is we spent so much time preparing, and I was making sure, I was very adamant about not losing out on potential advantages with this crew, because I kind of recognize, like this is going to be in need of good strategy and, premeditated approaches to things. This, for example, is probably going to be one of the more difficult fights, but I know the advantage I have right now is A, I have an AoE stun that can take these guys out of the picture if it all goes according to plan. There we go. And then B, I've got two options for stuns against this guy, but I think my better play right now would be to go for the weakening curse. If I can make him a lot less effective moving forward, instead of trying to rely on the stuns 100%, which obviously will be great if we can land them, but I want to have a backup plan, more or less, against the Crusher. So let's try to make that happen. Another one would be nice here, too. Stack that up. There we go. Okay, he's very ineffective now. Still worth the Battle Ballad simply because it gives us that extra crit chance, and we could certainly use a little bit more stress reduction as well. Now I think my only option is to go for this and then probably start blighting the Uka Crusher, because I don't think I'm going to be going for the AoE stun again. I think I'd like to give him the option of potentially killing these two, although I could also go for the Plague Grenade and then allow both of these two to try to deal the damage to the Crusher. He's already stunned. What do we do here? Let's see. Noxious Blast is 90% chance to hit still, 90% on these side. I think it's kind of negligible. These guys are going to be a lot easier to kill, though, so I think I'm leaning toward getting a little bit more damage started off on this guy. Although I did forget they have a stress attack. I didn't remember that. That's kind of bad. It's going to take a little bit more effort, actually, to knock these guys out. And yeah, this is a tough one. This is not what we're excited to see. Let's keep this going. So we know we need to make that happen. The Occultist being stunned is a pretty big disadvantage for us, too. I really need his turns. Oh, boy, that's bad. Okay, that's what I was kind of afraid of. Yeah, that's a huge buff. Luckily, our Weakening Curse is still negating it for a little while, but he needs to go down pretty quick. Dirk Stab is okay here, and I could potentially kill this guy, but it's not likely. In fact, I'd almost rather rely on the crit. That's not going to work out. He can bleed. It's not a very high chance, though. Son of a bitch. They are very resistant to that. Okay, let's try for the crit. Nice!
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
1 out of 4 chance to hit that, and we got it. Okay, we still need to take these guys out of the picture. I don't know why I didn't think that was the case still. Because their buffs and their healing just make such a difference. Their ability to heal this guy in particular, I think, would be pretty terrifying for me, simply because it takes so long to actually deal damage to him. The Blight, of course, is helping us out tremendously. If I can continue to stack that, then I'm going to be in a pretty good spot. Speaking of which, keep this up, and that way, no problems there. He's still got his stun buff, or no, he doesn't actually. Okay, we could probably... Well, we could kill this guy now. Yeah, that's probably better, and then... I don't think he's going to do too much now. Even if he lands this, if he gets the knockback, really we don't mind it so much.
Impressive.
Another very good crit. Okay, I like that, I like that. Might as well stay with the formation here, too. This is a little bit more versatile than I gave it credit for. These guys can move around a bit. That's nice. And I think he's dead now, too. Yeah, that's 12. Oh, he's one tick away. Shoot. Well, he will die, so we don't really have to do anything else. This might be a time to go for some healing. I don't want to move. Let's just do it.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Okay. Again, this is a step above what I expected here. And a bunch of garbage. All right. Keep it moving. We do have to go all the way to the end, unfortunately. Not a lot of options there. There's one of our 2 anti-venoms. Very nice. That was not very good, actually. That kind of sucked. That's all we get? 6 stress relief? Come on. You're holding out on me here. A little bit more loving. Need the caress, the loving, tender embrace of higher amounts of stress relief. Please. A dead end, unfortunately, there. We did get 1 quick relic, so I mean, I shouldn't really attribute any of this to misfortune. Finding 1 early on, that'll tide me over until I feel totally hopeless when the last 2 remaining are decisively set between this and this room, and I have no choice but to explore the entire dungeon because, you know, that's how life is. Keep an eye out for this trap. It's gonna be right there. Who's our highest chance? 80% on the Houndmaster. Certainly gonna go for him. There we go. Unfortunately low on torches here too. Tell you what, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop 1 more torch, walk through this hallway, and more than likely use the campfire at the end of this one. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Perfect find. Bam. Double thrall. And a party shuffle. Okay. What's my play here? They've got stuns, then they've got massive damage potential up in the front lines. That's what I'm terrified of. So I think... what do we start off with here? This is a tough call. Let's maybe focus fire 1. If I can kill 1 before it suicides, that's gonna be enough. That's hopefully gonna prevent them from ruining my life, more or less. The harvest might be enough. It's got a 25% chance if it lands to not be enough damage to kill him. Probably even less than that because of the chance to bleed. There we go. Okay, so that's 1 down. That's even a little bit of damage on the stinger, so that's nice.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Resisted the stun, very good. So if I can stun him, we're set. Awesome. Okay. Great result there. That was a little bit RNG based.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
RNGesus looked favorably upon me today and smiled. We might be able to get the quick kill here. Holy crap! Wow!
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
This is unexpected, I would say. Damage a cultist. I know I've seen you a couple of times before, but I'll still say it. Where have you been all my life? I think I might need to double up on you, homeboy. 3 or 4 occultists in this party. I'm starting to feel like that's a good idea. Okay, great start here. I pretty much just ignore the maggot, right? There's no reason at all to dedicate any resources to that thing right now. The blackjack is not that good, unfortunately. Let's take an opportunity to heal up real quick. It behooves me to keep him as high up there on the health bar as we possibly can. That brine, I mean, it's a nasty debuff. But if we eliminate everything around him, then he becomes a lot less effective. Especially starting with that. That's going to make a big difference for us here. Now, we can't get the double stun off anymore because we did clear out a row of their formation, so we're going to have to go probably for... well, let's see what our options are here. Let's stun this guy. Or not. Let's do it now. I'd rather just keep them out. They're not allowed to play. It's like you're telling me to go up to bat against the New York Yankees circa 2006. And you tell me, hey, you know, you could just not let Derek Jeter go up to bat. Wait, what, really? That's an option? Yeah, just don't let Derek Jeter play. Oh, wow, that's way better.
Precision and power.
I mean, they still have the highest payroll of players nearly in MLB history, and they'll probably still wipe the floor with me, but hey, at least it won't be Derek Jeter doing it. That's the Pelagic Oracle. The Pelagic Oracle is the Derek Jeter of Darkest Dungeon, I've decided, apparently. This is going extremely well. This composition has blown me away, honestly. I did not expect this to do... They're not even having any problems. It's almost effortless for them. It's a joke. It's ridiculous.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, yeah, that was telling. He heard me talk, didn't he?
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Alright, basically everything here is buffs. We have no health or stress worries, more or less. Accuracy and stress resistance could be good. Let's give that to the occultist. Nobody needs stress reduction. We can do, let's see. Release the Hound could be good. Hound's Watch is nice as well. But I kind of want to give somebody a little bit more damage. And that would probably be... Oh yeah, that is a self-buff. No. Okay, yeah, I misread that. I don't know, man. I don't think that a lot of this is really that worthwhile. This is unfortunately the negative side of this composition. They don't really have a lot of amazing campfire skills. But this will do the job. Again, we didn't really need that much. And as I just got finished explaining, too, they don't seem to care.
Worse than mere trickery.
They don't seem to care that I thought so little of them moving into here. They are handling business satisfactorily, although... Satisfactorily, sorry. I know that was gonna bug the hell out of you until the end of time. I do want to say, though, this is unfortunate. The party shuffle here could prove pretty bad. Oh, the Red Plague, too. Wow. Just after I have the opportunity to potentially get rid of disease. It comes a-swinging. Oh, sadly, he might get something off here, too. Oh, boy. I think that's the one that we do not like. No, I think that's the Revenge, isn't it? Yeah. The Revenge is the devastating one that we must avoid. He'll probably die to this, but he'll also be blighted out, so there's no reason to do it. Let's weaken him just in case. I am terrified of that suicide move. Another salty gouge. Alright, that's done. He needs a little more. I might even be able to... Hold on a second, let's see. If I play Grenade, that's not going to be enough, so let's just go for this. Gotta go for the unorthodox stuff every once in a while, but then it usually just doesn't pan out, and you choose the better option. 4 damage per turn. He's got another one off. Dodging everything. This has been extraordinary. I'm going to go ahead and bandage that too, and this should be the finishing blow. Crits for days!
The light, the promise of safety.
That should be the name of this party composition. Crits for days, and they spell it K-R-I-T-Z hyphen the number 4, and then just like the splash art for the game DayZ. Be the worst logo ever. Okay, here we go. I don't think I need this anymore. Take the relic. Thank you very much. One more! Okay! Full torchlight, a bandaged town master, and an occultist back where he belongs. In the very front, taking all of the damage and crying into his skull bong. Slash candle.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Alright, who needs help? It might be... I think it's gonna be this guy. How bad is this, by the way? Holy fuck! Oh, man! We should get rid of that. We should definitely get rid of that, yeah. I wonder if there's a chance that, this gets rid of it. We should try. Nah. That's a pretty good quirk to get rid of, though. Fear of Beasts is pretty brutal. Empty room. Good! And there's the scout. Wonderful. Definitely gotta go this way. There's a chance that room could contain it too, so we're gonna have to go all the way, unfortunately. This is a stress reduction slash whatever the fuck. Oh, healing too. Nice. Suppose I don't mind that result. Probably gonna be a room battle here. Take it easy on me. There's our final one. Oh my god, that's it! That's it, it's over! Yeah! Hold on a second, let me do this. Maybe we don't finish this off yet. Maybe we go look and get a little greedy here. I think we do, yeah. I think I push on a little bit more. We've explored almost this entire dungeon, so... You know, I've got my resources left. Why not? Let's go, baby. Let's go make some money. I invested a little bit extra cash into this one, I'll admit, so maybe we counter that a little. Maybe we go find a big old stack of cash. See what comes of that. I also need to use my Houndmaster treat, or you'll never let me live it down, will you? Let's see, you know what? Yeah.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Buff it up, baby. 4 more rooms, I guess, if I'm gonna go all in on this. If they're all empty, I'm totally fine with that, too. I am not seeking out further damages. In fact, if I could leave in this condition, I would be a happy man. And these are convenient torches, my god! Thank you, game! Yeah, just keep that radiant light coming.
May we find victory.
Why don't you just install some street lamps in here while you're at it? Holy shit, okay, that's a terrifying haul. Wow, maybe I don't go that way. Maybe I avoid that like the red plague that currently affects my Houndmaster. Maybe I don't even go in this room. Maybe a sign that all of my food is being consumed should lead me to believe that I'm safe for clicking this button and escaping, but I've already pressed the W key and entered this doorway, so I guess there's nothing stopping me. Wow. I'm a little scared of this one. Alright, let's do it. This is the test! You hear the squeaky chair, that means business. Who are we guarding, first of all? Let's, we got no blackjack here. In fact, yeah, these two are in the wrong spot. Shoot, let's go ahead and just switch them real fast. That's an unfortunate waste of a turn, but it had to happen. I'd like to kill you, and we've got a decent chance to crit, so fuck off. Oh, damn. I wanted that to be my send-off line. Okay, well, this is still pretty good, because we should be able to kill him with the plague grenade. Terrific. Okay, stacking damage on him is immediately beneficial, too, and we might even clear that corpse with another plague grenade, but we'll see how things fare. Brian is fine all the time. The Necessitates is really not going to be damaging us too much, so I think we're pretty much out of harm's way as far as this composition goes. Besides that, that's the shitty part of it. What do we do to stop that? Let's start killing this guy to begin with, I guess. And a blackjack is not going to help me. Yeah, stun him, sure. This is just a silly enemy. It's just a very silly enemy.
A singular strike.
Yes! 7 damage per turn. One more stack ought to do it. In fact, I think I might be able to get enough damage from this. That's gonna be... Oh, he resisted. You monster. And that 7's not gonna be enough. Oh, wow!
Blow to body and brain.
That 7's not gonna be enough, but I should be a lot more concerned about some other stuff right now. Son of a bitch. That's the damage I was not excited to see. I'm getting a lot more stress out of this than I bargained for, too. Alright, 1 more point of damage will do it for him. I think we just stab this guy. We might be able to get off a Dirk stab on the back target. No, we can't. Shoot. Okay. Battle it is, and then I anticipate the blackjack kill. Or the stun would be good. No! Ah! Alright, he's up 1, which means he's vulnerable to a lot more attacks now. Just a matter of time. Just a little bit of a matter of time. That was teenage Michael Caine, I guess. That's who that was. That's a weird one. Come on out, buddy. And go back down. Good. All right.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I think I think that'll do. I think I'm done in here. Let's take this real fast. There, perfect. All right, that's a happy ending. Let sleeping evils lie. A tasteful victory here for House Weh. No heirlooms collected either. Plenty of resolve experience. Level 5 for a couple of these guys, and lots of disease. Hooray! Hooray!
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Thank you very much for watching this episode of Darkest Dungeon, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did as well. Appreciate that a lot. I'll see you next time.